rocking my G-shock. I'm 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 rocking my G-shock.
What's up, YouTube? Got a cool little review today. We're gonna check out two different watches. I got my hands on an Edifice Bluetooth watch that's very comparable to that of the G-shock GSTB Bluetooth watch. So here we have on this side the G-shock GSTSB100-1A, retails for $320. Has Bluetooth technology. Other than that, it's got the metal face bezel and the resin bands. And I wanted to check out not so much the functionalities on the watch, but the inner components. Since G-shock, it's known for its G-shock resist, its shock resist, and its tough body and chassis and design. And I got my hand on this cool looking Edifice watch. Let's check the tag out. It is the EQB 800BR-1A, retails for $350, $20 more than the GSTB. Both Bluetooth technology, very similar in design. Also has this chronograph look, not chronograph, but this multi-window look, very similar to that of the GSTB. Got some fingerprints on there, but it is brand new. Once again, also a metal frame there. Sorry, focus. And resin, okay? Okay, very similar in design. Very similar. So let's take a look. Right? Both made by Casio, obviously, so this is why it's a good comparison. I haven't got a chance to open up the watches, so I don't know up front which one is designed better. I want to look at the components inside to see if the G-shock Tough watch has different casing or encasing of the module, and to see if that's what makes it more shock resistant. So once again, very similar design, Bluetooth technology, very comparable pricing, $350, $320. And let's take a look. Let's start off by opening the GSTB because I'm familiar with that one. Put this one to the side and we'll open them both up and see what lies inside. Put this here. Don't want to scratch up the display while we do this. Zoom in a little bit. Give us a little space to work with. Got my trusty Zero Husky. Let's open her up. All right, there are your 4 screws for your G-shock GSTB. You can see the back plate design here is metal. 4 screws support the back plate. Now, before I open that up, let's open up or unscrew the EQB Edifice. There's a case back look to compare. Also 4 screws, very similar, but let's open her up. I'll add that the screw for the G-shock, it feels, when you screw it off, it feels sturdier to unscrew the G-shock screw. Not sure if that's means anything at all, but it's just, oops, sorry. It's just one thing to note when I was removing the EQB Edifice Bluetooth screw, it felt, after the first twist, it felt like it came off much faster. Yeah, it's like less friction on the screw. There we have it. Screws are off, and let's reveal the inner modules of both these watches. Let's pull off the GSTB first, if I can here. Oh, come on. Get some tools for that. There we go. All right, so here's the GSTB. Use a shock resisting component here. Some rubber inlay for the module to protect it and absorb shock. Now let's open up the Edifice and see how that compares. Now bear with me because I've never dealt with one of these before, so I don't know what I'm trying to, there we go, got it, popped it off. Here we go. I'm curious myself. Okay, interesting. You have, let's start with the back plates. For the back plate on the EQB there, the gasket goes around the inner ring, and same with that of the Edifice. You have that little gap there. Now let's compare the insides of these two of these watches. Now you see this rubber inlay here that protects the inside of the watch. That's not available on the EQB Edifice, but it does have some kind of shock. It's not as strong. It doesn't look as beefy as that of the Casio G-shock. The actual module looks to float. It's floating. Doesn't seem to be that much more protected. What I mean by that, it's here. You see that here, the components are pretty much accessible and naked, versus that of the G-shock. You have this encasement that protects the entire surrounding of the module, protecting the inner workings, the inner module. Let me remove this little piece here, which is not a problem. I could do that so I could show you guys the, there we go. Now it looks very comparable. I mean, the design looks very similar, guys. I mean, you have two circles here, circle, right, large circle, very, I mean, like, almost identical, right? I mean, they're both Casio, so I'm not surprised with that. Like I said, they're both Bluetooth technology, and they all have pretty much the same features in these two modules. Battery, almost identical as well. The difference here, once again, is this inner casing and this rubber backing that protects the module. Otherwise, the watch is very similar. So shocked. See that right there? Almost the exact mechanism, same technology there. All right. Tempted to pull out the module. Matter of fact, let's do it. Let's pull the module out and compare now the casing. Okay, carefully. Let's pull the whole module out. Let's take this backing out first. Come on, buddy, come out. Go. Okay, this is what I was talking about there. Come on. All right, now I'll wait to see how that fares out. How that's different. Wait, now 1 second. I don't want to get these mixed up. Okay, and I don't want to put the hands on the, lay them down. So let's now remove this one. I never worked with one of these before, so I'm trying to be careful. Here's a comparison between the two, the Casio on the right and the Edifice on the left. Very similar, but not identical. Once again, this is beefier. For the Casio, it's beefier. But not by much. Not by much. Just on the top there. You can see here, thinner versus thicker. That's pretty much the only difference, because the side peripheral, the side view doesn't seem to be much different. Okay, put this to the side. Now let's look at the actual module so you can compare that. Okay, yes, you can tell the Casio has more protection. You see that here? It's beefier. The encasing looks a little bit more beefier than the Edifice. All right, guys, I was more curious to see the inner module and the support of the Edifice and that of the Casio. So thought I'd show you guys what that looks like. That was my, like I said, I don't usually work with Edifice. I love G-Shocks, and that's all I collect. But I had the opportunity to get my hands on an Edifice for a buddy of mine, and I wanted to, with his permission, open it up and look at the inner module. So there you guys have it. My hairy hands, G-Shock on. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you were ever curious or considering either of those two watches, the Edifice Bluetooth and the G-Shock Casio. And I want to say that the G-Shock looks to be built slightly different and more protective than that of the Edifice. Both Casio watches, and therefore have similar design, and they both have the same Bluetooth technology, except that the G-Shock, it's a little bit different. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching. This is Travel. I'm out of here. G-Shock go. Hopefully it was helpful, even if it means I broke it in the process. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace.
I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G-Shock. I'm rocking my G.